Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today is Friday, October 16th, 2020. And today I'm going to be talking about wearing your mask, another superpower in your pandemic toolbox. But first, last night, President Trump, on his nationally televised town hall meeting, said there was a study in which found that 85% of the people who wear a mask still catch COVID-19. So I thought I'd just set the record straight. The president was referring to a July 2020 study released by the CDC in their prestigious weekly morbidity and mortality journal. This study looked at community and contact exposures of a small group of around 150 people who had COVID-19. So here is where the 85% comes in. In this group, 150 people who had COVID-19, when the CDC did detailed analysis about their whereabouts, where they'd been, who they'd had contact with, 85% of them had in common that they had dined indoor in a restaurant. They had eaten in a restaurant, which meant that they had to take their mask off. This led the CDC to a conclusion that eating in a restaurant is a major risk factor for COVID-19. Why? Because it's indoors and it increases the risk of airborne transmission, and you have to take your mask off to eat. Now, it only takes 15 minutes to become inoculated with this virus, and most of us, when we eat at a restaurant, we're there for more than 15 minutes. So there you have it. Now let me move to the protective effect of mask wearing. Studies have demonstrated that masks are protective and they help reduce the risk of transmission of this virus by blocking respiratory droplets. See, wearing a mask is double protection. It protects the person who wears the mask. Why? Because you may be around others who have the virus and don't know it, and the mask protects you because it covers up your mouth and your nose from inhaling in these viral particles. And if a person has coronavirus and is asymptomatic or maybe even pre-symptomatic, the mask covers up their respiratory droplets should they sneeze or cough. It traps these virus particles as long as they keep that mask on. So it's kind of like two-way protection. So folks, wear your mask. Just wear it every time you leave the house. It's not a political statement. It'll help save your life. And continue to support your favorite restaurant by ordering takeout and then eat it at home. Remember, airborne transmission of this virus is real. This virus is in the air. You can't see it, but it's watching you at any opportunity to get inside your body and replicate itself. That's what it likes to do. Remember, scientists have said we could save 100,000 lives in the next few months if people will just wear their masks. Now remember that masks should not be worn by children younger than 2, anyone who has trouble breathing, and anyone who is unconscious, incapacitated, or otherwise unable to remove the mask without assistance. Now, studies have shown that a 2-ply or 3-ply disposable mask is more effective than a bandana. But if that's all you have, folks, wear the bandana, cover up your mouth, cover up your nose when you leave home. So that's it today. My views are my own. Hope you wear your mask to prevent your risk of getting COVID-19. Remember, the best coronavirus infection is the one that never happens. Stay well, stay safe, stay alive. Dr. Rhonda Johnson.